Okay, we're trying again. Thank you for your patience. I do have a way to check things now. I'm just going to make sure I've got my volume all the way down on everything. No, that's very loud volume. Let's go. You might need to refresh your streams. So I'm just double checking what we've got here. I've got an ad, so that's always a bonus. Looks like we're going. We're working. Alright, so I've run a hardline internet all the way through the house out to here. So we just have to watch out for cords. It's more of a point for me than for you. And I have cords under my feet. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that. Where are we? You can see me clearly now. That's fantastic. Hello everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. It's a DyeStream, people. So, and we haven't done one in so long. So setting up was a bit of a, I was like, how do I used to do this? So getting it all sorted out and ready and good to go. We've got nice warm pans. I've actually got 3 pans here, even though you can only see 2. That is more so that I can have one to switch around and switch to. So welcome to everybody in the chat. I'm just going to refresh my chat. Hopefully that does nothing to you guys. I'm not sure if it will or not. We've got some beautiful photos that I went through and had a look at that was in the hashtag Fiberific Inspo over on Instagram. So if you are not following me on Instagram, you are missing out. We put a bit of behind the scenes, a bit of what I'm working on, sometimes special deals, all that sort of thing. That's all over there. Also, if you have a photo, an original photo of yours that you would like me to dye yarn to match, use the hashtag Fiberific Inspo. Now we're going to be doing things slightly different than usual at the end, not so much now, but slightly different, which will be when all the yarn's dyed and dried. Of course, those of you who supplied the photos will get first refusal, but you'll have a limited amount of time to do so. I will be able to give you until sort of 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for first refusal, and then what I'll be doing is I'll be putting them up on my website under Fiberific Limited. I'm making a special page, limited edition colours, only DyeStream colours go into the limited section, and they'll have their own special bands, so they'll be that little bit extra special that you know it's a one of a kind. It is Fiberific Limited, so it's a new thing. So welcome to everybody who is joining in. I am so sorry for the mess ups. The internet played up just a dash. I had fantastic download speed, but the upload speed didn't register. So that was fun. So now we've got a cord running all the way through the house. Now I will need to change screens, so that might glitch out a little bit while I do that, but it's just so that I can add the photos in of what we're going to dye. So I'll go in, drop the photo in, come back. So it might glitch, so just be aware. I don't know if it will, but it just may, and I need you to be prepared for this. Okay. Tammy is saying, okay, everyone, please remember to thumbs up. Thank you, Tammy. Also, unlike me, make sure you've got live chat instead of top chat. When I drop to the side, my mouse is just out of reach a little. So I'm making sure I've got my live chat. It looks like a leg in that pan. Oh, it's probably a light beam hitting the pan. Donna Carr's getting pretty good at combination knitting. That's fantastic, Donna. You've been working hard on learning how to do that. Hi, Carol from California. Just call me Helen. Made it from Oklahoma. Hey, Helen. And Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You know, I have to say it every time, Annie, and my brain sings it. So just glad we get to dye with you. I certainly don't mind waiting. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. These pans are nearly hot enough, so I'm kind of, I'm killing time. Do you guys want to see the first photo that I'm using for our inspiration? I've chosen 4 photos out of the feed. I'm hoping that we get 3 done. So, but if we do it right for time, we might try and squish in a 4th as well, okay? Kathleen says everything is nice and clear. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for letting me know, Kathleen. I appreciate that. Hi from... Oh, Christine Rogers is in chilly Canberra. I've heard that Canberra is suffering. Like, seriously, this morning here, it got down to 6 degrees, which, you know, that's cold for Brisbane. I mean, I've still got a t-shirt on, but I also know that right now, while I'm quite cool and chilly here in the dye shed, it won't take long, much moving of hot water before I'm, you know, sweating. You see the photo? Oh, have I already got, oh, I left a photo up. And it was, do you know what, guys? That's not the first photo. I had the wrong photo up. Hang on a second. Sorry, Jedi Nightling, aka Kim Scullen, mod extraordinaire. I pulled the photos up just so I could mix the colours, and I realised I must have left it up. So hang on, that's not the first photo. So first photo is not that one. It's this one. It's this beautiful little kitty one. So we'll jump back over here so I don't trash my website too much. It was up the whole time. Yeah. Yeah. So, but that's not the first photo, you guys. First photo is from Wools and Strand. I didn't write it down. I should have written it down. Wools and Strand. It's their kitty. It's so cute. Such soft pastel-y colours. Bit different from Joss's kitty, who had those brown tones. This one's definitely a grey kitty with those soft grey blue eyes. So that's my goal, is that beautiful, delicate, soft grey with the grey bluey eyes. What do you think? And should we make those as splotches or wash as a wash? Kim says I'm not the favourite fibre. No, Kim, the reason I'm doing yours last is because I've got to mix some special colours for it. That's right. So we start with an easy one. Well, what I'm hoping will be easy anyway. Because I'm a bit out of practice, you guys, with these dye streams. It's been a while since it's been cool enough to have a dye stream. I've just practiced, like, we've been doing a whole pile of yard work here, and I'm just looking and all 3 of my chickens have found this sunny square, and they're like, we are in this. This is our spot now. Oh, it's Lindsay's kitty. Lindsay, I didn't recognise your name in that stream. And sorry if I'm a bit washed out blue, but it's my hair messing up the camera, and I don't have as much control with the light under here as I do in my shack. Morning, good morning, Gamer Widows. Everyone's voting for a blue-grey wash. I love pointy kitties. I used to have one. I want to see glazing. Kim, we don't have the pans out for glazing. With glazing, I do in the big pots, and these are the pans. So I'm sorry, I'm not really planning on any glazing today. Get your dye wench to follow you around with the spotlight. Kim's taunting you, Andrea, so that you will know. Andrea is here. She's inside scanning more yarn for us to dye. And she's set up hot water pots so that we can just keep going. And I'll be like, hey, Andrea, could you move this tray for me so we can get the next one started? It's very swish and very swanky. Oh, Chris Bragg has showed some of the hand-dyed yarn to her viewers on her channel, and they might pop by. Well, Chris, make sure you say hi and point out who they are so we can all say hello. Freaky Geek says glazing is best on sweets you eat anyway. Well, speaking of glazing, Andrea may have possibly brought me some Krispy Kreme glazed donuts, so I might be powered by sugar and coffee today. I don't have my tea. I have coffee because I need coffee to dye. Alright, I'm just going to step out of shot to go and grab some of the grey dye. We're going to start with the grey wash first and see how that goes. So I'm just going to grab dye. I made some grey and I made some blue. And I just need to give them a little whisk. What did I do with that microphone? Okay, I've got the microphone back now, you guys. I know you can hear me without it though. It's a very good microphone for picking up all the noise. Those of you that are new, you might be able to hear the pans ticking, or this, or just that there's like a, I don't know, I think of it as the dull roar of a aeroplane landing, but hopefully it's not that loud for you guys. So we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll start, I'm planning on trying to do 6 of each colour so that a few of you can have a go. Okay, that's going to take a really long time. I made that dye really subtle. So I might have to just 5 and 6. We're going to start with 3 Pegasus. Oh, hang on, we might ask. Do you think we should do this in an 8-ply or a 4-ply? Kim's screaming out your name. We just saw Andrea! Oh no! Somebody asked if this is an acid dye or a plant-based dye. These are acid dyes. I don't use natural dyes. I use acid-based dyeing. So this pan is already filled with water with acid in it, and the dyes are pre-mixed. Look, I'm just going to do this. I think even separating them out in the pans, I might have to mix up some more grey. Hey Andrea,
Yeah.
do you reckon you could fill that up to 500 mils with hot water and put us, and just bring it over here and I'll mix in the dye. I'll move my coffee out of the way. All right, so back to the vote, you guys. The vote is, are we doing the beautiful kitty yarn in an 8-ply or the 4-ply? So we're thinking Andromeda or Pegasus. Lindsay's voting 4-ply. It's Lindsay's cat.
It's only 250 mil.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Sorry,
good.
that's what I meant. I was like, the top line. Hang on a second, you guys. That big one there, the big one. Yeah. Thank you. Don't breathe. So we are totally a do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. You guys, we do have dye safety. No, we don't. But we mean to. And you guys, if you are mixing your dyes, if you have the powders out, make sure you wear a mask. Unlike me, wear your gloves or you get covered in dye. I personally don't care. So Kim's yelling at me gloves. She's yelling gloves. Kim says for the Americans, a 4-ply is a fingering sock weight. That's right, it is. We're going to go with the Pegasus 4-ply. Kim says, you may need to buy it, Lindsay, so you definitely get the vote. Look, no one has to decide. Lindsay will get first refusal, but she won't have to decide till she sees it dry and if she likes it. Gloves and masks, that's right. Everyone needs gloves and masks. Do you know what, Sharon? So do I, honestly. I'm not going to lie. That's exactly what I do. Don't breathe. I don't joke about that. I'm like, don't breathe. Look, if I'm doing a lot of dye mixing, I'll wear it, but for just that little bit, I'd have to go and find the mask. Well, I know where the mask is. It's right over there. All right, we've got a nice little subtle grey here. I've got to just watch up the cords. Look at this, I'm getting past the yarn and everything. I feel all spesh and swish and stuff. Get the first batch in. So,
Another 3 of the pieces.
yes please. And get those all mixed in. And this is why you wear gloves, because you touch it. Kim says no. Who's saying no? Hang on, someone's saying something. Nothing moving in the dye camera. The dye camera has dropped out.
Oh.
Dye cam is frozen. Alright, hang on a second you guys, I'll see what I can do. I'm going to need to go over here. And I need to... Oh, it's giving me like a really big head there too. Dye camera off, then on. And done. It's not working. Hang on a second, you guys. There's a way. There's a way for me to do this without ending the stream. I know it. I've done it. I've just got to think about it. Hang on. Sorry, Andrea. Okay. Thor, the dye camera is frozen. Very good. Very clever. No, it's not letting me do any of the things I would normally do. we're getting buffering. Yeah, you guys are getting buffering because my computer's trying to do extra things. Ah, no. Die camera, come back. Lock you. Turn you off. Deactivate it. Sorry guys, I'm clicking some buttons. We're going to see what works and what doesn't. Activate. Done. No, it still didn't work. Normally a deactivate, activate works. Do you need to restart? I think I'm going to need to restart, you guys. That's because it's my head, freaky geek.